morning. um, we are going to get started with the show right away. Please don't get scammed. I will never ever reach out to anyone and tell them anything. Um, if somebody does reach out to you for something, please be very careful. Be very aware that it is probably a scam and that you do not want to be involved in that. Okay. Um, Hey, Tanita, thank you for finding me. Hey, Fawn again. Thank you so much. Ishika, Ashika. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Ashika, welcome to the show. Okay, you guys, I have so many songs from the weekend, and I'm gonna start with the songs. Hey, Rebecca, I'm so happy everybody's coming here. The other one just, for some reason, it didn't work, and that's okay. First and foremost, every Tuesday, we are doing an online book club with this book. Um, I don't have it down of how the angle I need, but what if a transformational guide? We started last week. It's Tuesday at noon. You do not need the book. I read the questions. We go through 2 to 3 questions each week, and we all discuss our perspective, how we feel about it, what how it would change your life. And you can, even if you can't join us live, you can go and re-watch the book club and kind of get what your feeling would be. I want to tell you guys something, and I hope I don't get too, like, into this. I know, I believe this world is about evolving, growing, no matter where you are or what you're doing. And evolving and growing, it can have a financial aspect to it, because the higher our frequency is, the less we tend to struggle with things like work and finances and so on and so forth. But we're here to develop our soul, our spirit more. Now, on the other side, it's fully developed because we don't have the flesh, the ego. Um, but here, there's flesh, right? There's um, nails are a little sharp. um, that's going to leave a mark. There's flesh, there's ego, um, but and there's other people, and the goal for this plane, in part, not wholly, not in full, is to stay in your spiritual behaviors while enjoying your physical aspects, and to do that in a way that does no harm to others. I can tell I'm channeling because I'm like, oh my gosh, like as the words are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Um, can somebody let Sal, just to let you know you're not, can somebody go let Sal know? I can text him real quick. Um, thank you, Sal, by the way. Um, oopsie. It didn't go live. I'm live on another show. Um, so hopefully Sal will find us in a second. Sorry about that, folks. I don't want somebody, but if somebody wants to join the show and they enjoy the show and they're taking the time to let me know, I'm going to take the moment to let them know also to join us here. Um, so here's the thing: if we can do no harm and enjoy our lives, in the physical aspect, without becoming addicted and overindulgent in that physical aspect, or getting it by harming others, but staying in our spiritual essence and growth, then we are on the right track. So when I say this, one of the things to know is that we are um we are um we are I can't look at my text right now. I have to just focus here. We are here for evolution, but without judgment. So we will go through things that we judge or watch somebody we love go through things that we judge so that we no longer judge it. So, for example, I'm going to use a trigger here: cheating. We may say, I would never cheat, I would never this, but then our best friend, our child, or ourselves end up in a situation where, beyond all of our common sense, morals, and everything else, we end up in a situation that is like that. And it's to teach us, number one, we never know, never say never, number one, but then to grow and to evolve and to not judge others, or nor ourselves. Don't judge ourselves either. it's it's horrible to judge yourself for anything that you've done in the past, because it prohibits the growth of your spirit. Like, your spirit is so big and it shines so brightly, um, that when you judge yourself, when you feel badly about yourself, it like shrinks your spirit. So this, anyway, I started with this. We go through the book one what if at a time, and that's Tuesdays at noon. Again, if you have the book, great. There's space in there for you to make notes, but I want this to be available to everybody. Even if they can't join during the book club, they can listen to it afterwards. They can enjoy it. Um, in the on their own. And even if you've joined the book club, you can go back and review and re-listen. I'm going to tell you, I've never been so nervous. And I've been doing the oh, thank you, Sal. I'm so glad you found us. I'm sorry about that, you guys. It just said live isn't available, so I really quick just started another one. And thank you guys for taking the time to find me. Thank you so much. So yes, I want everybody to be able to grow and evolve and have the expansion. So one of the things that is my little bitty belief is get out of the box. Get out of the box. Either we were brought up with, we took on ourselves, we ended up in out of circumstances or experiences, and the box is something like a box confined. So a box will can be your thoughts, your actions, your behaviors, your habits. Okay, we want to break out of boxes. We want our mind to be open and free. We want our whole self to be able to expand and grow. And that doesn't necessarily mean in a way that will take away from anything or anyone else. And I do believe there's more. Oops, I'm moving my chair and shaking the computer. There's more than enough of everything for everybody. They don't make just one Toyota. They don't make just one brand of Toyota. They don't make just one Bentley. There are so many different ones. They don't just make one job or one career field. And every day we're finding new jobs, new careers, new business opportunities, whatever we want. And we're the creators of that. And when we open our box, we start to let the light in, we start to have new ideas, we start to have new thought patterns, and then we can create so much more. That's part of what this book does. And again, if you want to buy my book, I love that. There's a link in my bio, you can go buy it. But again, you can join the whole book club and go through this whole book without buying it. This book asks what if questions that are designed to open up the possibilities of this world, of this universe, which is the most important thing we can do. Anytime you get stuck in, this is it, that's it. Like you're taking so much away from yourself. You're taking so, whether that's politically, religiously, religion, politics, education. If you think there's only one way, you are missing so much of this world, so much of your world that's meant for you. You are meant to have anything and everything you want in this world. Your circumstances, and we all say we have circumstances, are limiting existences, momentary happenings that can easily be pushed aside, removed, dissolved. It just so easily. And you would say, but how? If I don't, and the biggest thing people say to me, if I don't have the money, and believe me, I've been there. I was in, when I was 20, I was in a situation with someone. I think I was 20. I was 19 for sure, maybe 20. I was in a situation with someone where I was working from 8 in the morning till 9 at night, managing a health club, and I was in a very abusive situation. And I, even though I was like managing this health club and working 13 hours a day, can you believe that? Now I have trouble staying awake 13 hours a day. I'm kidding. But I know everybody out there is going, I feel that. I feel that. Um, and I was still not making enough to cover everything. But the universe did this really amazing thing where the ending, me getting out of the because I had no idea at 19, it was my first relationship. I had no idea, number one, how to even get out of a relationship. And that I know sounds ridiculous now, right? Like, even if it was a perfectly okay relationship and I just wanted to break up, I would have had no idea how to do that because I just did it. That was my first partner. I didn't have experience in relationships, let alone getting out of one. And even as adults, we struggle letting go of somebody we love, whether they're abusive or not. Most of us struggle with that because we want to make it work, right? Beyond our own health and sanity and safety, we want to make things work. Okay. But the universe did this super amazing thing for me where the partner was, I probably did make enough, but I wasn't in control of the bills. And then the bills just weren't getting paid. Right. So, in any case, had to leave that place. And I was able to leave that relationship in that place because we could not stay in it. And I ended up moving in with a female friend. And that was the beginning of my freedom. And it was good. It was so good. But the universe did that. The universe literally said, okay, you don't know how to do this. We're going to do this. And from there, my whole life expanded and grew. What looked like such a bad situation and such a bad thing, and I didn't know how to get out of it, the universe did it for me. And I believe that for every single person. If we if we just say, how do I do this? Show me this, get me out. The universe, our angels, our guides will move heaven and earth to get us out of situations. And even if we're not in a negative situation, they will put us in the best situation as long as we allow the growth and we get out of that box and we keep expanding. And I know that was really long, and that's not even about the book club anymore, but someone is here talking and talking and talking and talking, and I know somebody out there needs to hear this because I keep going, just go to music, just go to the songs, just go to names, just go to questions, and they're like blah, 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 blah. They keep having me talk. Um, and I cannot tell you the number of times sometimes people think, and I don't think cheating is okay as a choice. Okay, like somebody's going to get hurt, right, when you cheat. But sometimes, and I'm going to say this, when we overstay a relationship, when we stay in it longer than we are supposed to, or than it's healthy for us, sometimes the universe will throw another person in. And I know so many people are going to go, oh my God, that's exactly what happened. Either for you or the partner you're supposed to be away from, to get you away from this person. That doesn't mean the person that came in is the person you're supposed to stay with forever, but they will literally throw in a Hail Mary person or a side person or whatever you want to call them to get you away from the person you're with. Now, is that the ideal way? No. If we could easily walk away from a situation that isn't working out, we wouldn't have needed that. The same thing with work. Like sometimes we stay until the very bitter, bitter end because we don't want to quit. We don't want to give up. We don't want to feel like we failed. We don't want to feel like we we didn't win. By the way, that's a TikTok I did today. But what we need to do, yeah, somebody out here really needs to hear this. If it's you, please give me a heart, give me something, because Jesus, this I don't want this to be the whole show, but I can't. They keep going with it. Um, so they will send in something like whether we get fired, whether we get a boss that we just, or a coworker that we're just like, oh, can't take it anymore. They will send in something to try to get us out on our own, that we can run with it, right? We can just be like, okay, now I'm going to get out. Um, so having said all of that, let's open the box and get out and make moves on our own. Let's go do that without the to the bitter end part of it. Okay, now I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna go into songs. Just for those of you who are new, if you want to put a question in the chat, please make the question about life, love, career, finances. Please, no health questions, because I can't answer health questions. I do private sessions. If you have things that you want to discuss that you don't want the whole world to know about, they're private, or you have more than one question, or whatever it is, hit me up. We'll do a private session. Um, yeah. So I'm going to go into songs right away. I'm going to do songs now. Um, So the first song, I'm gonna have to sing these because yeah, I'm sorry, but I know I can't sing, so please bear with me. The songs can be a song you know, your loved one knew, you listen to together, or it's answering a question for you right now. So the first song is that song, "Love Me Like You Do, La La, love me like you do. What are you waiting for?" And yes, I'm not even gonna try to hit those notes because I cannot hit any note. Mm-mm. And it's okay. I'm good with that. Singing is not a gift of mine, but it's okay. Um, this one, I think it's Michael Jackson. You are not alone. I am here with you. And I am not getting all weekend. Let me tell you something. From the time I woke up until the time I went to bed, you are not alone. I am here with you. And you want to know what my response was? Yeah, stop moving my shit. I can't find it. I know you all are here with me. Stop moving my shit around. If you're going to move it, tell me where you put it. I hope you're laughing. um, and the next song, oh my gosh. that song, it goes, I only think of you on two occasions, that's day and night. I don't know. I'm way offbeat with that one. Yes, I am offbeat with all of them, but way more on that one. The next one is Sticks. Anything Sticks. Um, and then the song Welcome to the Grand Illusion. And that's the only line I'm getting on that song. And then the she's a honky tonk woman. Gimme that honky tonk love. Okay, that's the next one. And this one, I know we've all heard this song, maybe not recently. I have heard this song. It was so very long ago, but I woke up this morning and this was my song I heard getting out of bed. Don't give me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Oh, Sal says the grand illusion resonates. I love that. Okay, and then the last song is Freebird. I don't know if that's a group or a song, but that's the last one for right now. I'll ask them if they have any other ones. Um, any other songs? No, not right now. Jeffrey, Monica, Melissa, Portugal, Limon, limon. Oh, like a lime, lemon, limon, or a name. I'm seeing a cat, somebody's cat who recently passed is good. I feel very emotional about that one. Um, it's okay, zippity doo dah, zippity day, and then that song is coming through, and then okay, I'm going to leave it at that because I spent so much time talking in the beginning. I go live every Monday at noon, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., and we now do the book club every Tuesday at noon. Remember, please, the book club, I don't answer questions. I ask them. We go through the questions in the book, but I have Monday and Wednesday for that. And I am thinking about doing an online meditation. Like, I think I'm going to start off once a month. It's a guided meditation for what we'll decide, as we go. So please let me know what you think about that. I'm going to go back to the top and start with the questions that we have here. Um, Karen says, any message from my grandpa Leo? You're s y I'm gonna say this in a joking way. I don't know if your grandpa had, like, a sense of humor, and I'm gonna say it 2 different ways because I'm not sure I'm how it's supposed to be said, but the first thing is, love, your grandson needs to learn himself something, or he needs to learn something new. He needs to his grandson, not yours. It needs to learn something. Your son, his grandson, needs to do some learning or learn something, or like, I don't know if it's a lesson or actual education, Karen, and if that makes sense to you, please let me know. But what I'm hearing is there's something your grandson, the gist of it is there's something your grandson needs to learn, whether it's a lesson or something educationally. He needs to learn it, and he needs to learn it on his own. And I hope that makes sense to you, love. Tainita, uh, oh yeah, Tainita, it wouldn't go live. I don't know why. Every once in a while, when I go live, it just says it's not available. You guys, if that ever happens again, I will just quickly start a new live and try to go live as quickly as possible. Okay, Erin. Hey, Tony Sedona. is a location that I was thinking of moving, so makes sense that Sedona was strong. Just don't know if I ever would move out of state. I feel like one of the things I'm going to say is we have so many options and we have so many choices. We can find everything that's destined for us can happen in our country, another country. Um, Wherever, whenever, however. So if you decide to move out of, when you decide to move out of state, it will be kismet. And again, sometimes people start with a property or they start with visiting and then they visit more and they're just really drawn to that location. And then before you know it, they have a like a summer winter thing going on, or they get a property and then they rent it out until they're ready to relocate, um, so that they have an established place, some sort of Airbnb or something like that. The thing I'm getting for you is it's going to happen magically. And some of us don't relocate until we completely retire or we don't have everything here holding us back. A lot of people relocate to a place that people want to visit, because they love their family and they want to be someplace their family will go to, but they don't feel the need to be as close to their family any longer. I do feel like you will eventually relocate to an out of state sort of destination. But again, free will and choice. Free will and choice. Okay. Um, hey, Heather, how are you? Hey, Tony, hope you had. I did have a great weekend. Hey, Heather, I know you have some pretty big weeks coming up here with surgeries and such. So we're all going to be praying for you. What is your date again? When are you going in again? I think it's coming up very, very soon, Heather. And that does stay on my mind. And I know everybody in the group that knows the situation or doesn't will be thinking of you through that time. Okay, next. Aaron, why was there a sheriff parked next to me after running into the store? But more serious, any message from my Uncle Jim? Okay, I'm only going to handle one of those. Let's go to the more serious. I feel like the sheriff had absolutely nothing to do with you. Uncle Jim, though, Aaron would say it's time for you to like to move on, move forward, put some fire under your wheels is what I'm hearing. Doesn't mean speed, no speeding. I do feel like it's time for you to what Uncle Jim is saying, put yourself in the put yourself in the driver's seat and move forward. No more get very serious about what it is you want and how you want it, and then just take the action. I hope that helps you love. I'm going to go over to Podbean because we are also on Podbean. Darlene's over here. Fawn, hey Fawn. Darlene says my girlfriend's supposed to come down. Is she still coming? I'm hoping to travel with her, but worry I won't have money. She's coming this money. Any message about this pretty please? um I would say, Darlene, I there's so much I want to say about this, Darlene. One of the biggest things I'm going to say for you right now is um change your verbiage. In instead of saying I want to travel, but I'm afraid I won't have the money, say, if I'm supposed to travel, everything will fall into place. Um, because when we say things like, I have to I have someone in my circle who keeps saying, "I'm gonna have to sell my this particular house." I said, "No, no, no, no. Say you're gonna choose to." Because when we feel like we have to do something or we can't do something, it lowers our frequency and our vibration. When we turn it into an empowered statement of, I'm going to eventually choose to sell the house, or I'm going to travel if it's meant to be, we take back our power. In statements of negativity, we're giving up or depleting our power. So please keep your power strong by saying, if it's meant to be by the universe, everything will fall in place. If it's meant to be, it will be there. And it will. Trust me, anything that's meant to be will be there for you when it's meant to be there for you. And if you don't get to travel, maybe because something not so great would happen in those travels. Okay, love. So somebody on the other one asked me, they said they were going to be taking a trip to Jersey. And one of the things I got was to get a purse backpack. And I do have one for when I travel certain places, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to give it's not really big, and I don't sell these. Please don't go, oh my God, you're trying to sell us something. But for travel, this is amazing because you can just grab it here, you can hold it here, but you can also unzip this and wear it on the front of your body so nobody can take anything. But the other thing, even if you don't, it has like this pocket, this pocket, this pocket, and this pocket. So if somebody is trying to take something from you, they have to literally go through four different parts. And you can keep like this pocket down here, which is very deep in there. Nobody's going to take anything from this without you knowing about it. Like seriously. And again, it unzips here so you can wear it like a front pack instead of a backpack. And very inexpensive at TJ Maxx or any other place that has it. Go on whatever shopping thing you do if you feel like that's good. Otherwise, one of my people I used to know would have pockets sewn in on the front of their pants, and all the money went in on the front of the pants. Money, credit cards, ID, front of the pants, inside the pants. Inside the pants. That's the way I want to say it. Would have a pocket sewn in on the inside of the pants. Why don't pants come like that? With pockets on the inside of the pants for things like that. Like somebody literally has to reach inside your pants to take your money or whatever. That's such a brilliant idea. Okay, fashionistas, get on that one. Start making those for us. Okay, next question. Oh my God. Um, Elizabeth, I don't think I answered. Is it me or is it buffering? I guess I did get a notification yesterday that I don't know if it's only me, but something about YouTube crashing. I think it might have been just a message for me, but I've been trying to upload two shorts on YouTube. Now, shorts are like a minute. They're 59 seconds each. One of them took over 24 hours and the other one's on 24 hours now. So it might be something with YouTube. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on. I don't know if it's YouTube, I don't know, whatever, but hopefully we're not going to go through that again, right? We'll see. Elizabeth says, how am I doing with work? Anything I should be aware of? Will I be offered an assistant position? Elizabeth, I'm going to hit the assistant position first. Eventually, Elizabeth, oopsie, eventually you will be offered an assistant position. Eventually, you will accept it, but once you hit assistant, you'll move up quickly after that. It might take you a moment to get to assistant, but once you hit that, you're going to move up quickly. One thing I'm hearing for you, Elizabeth, whatever you're doing, keep, I'm going to, again, in a weird way, keep learning and keep training. Keep educating yourself on whatever it is you want to do in whatever direction you're going in. Whether that means for your primary job or any side thing you might decide to get into. So sometimes we have the 9 to 5, which is awesome, pays our bills, give us bennies. But sometimes we want the 5 to 9, which gives us freedom, expansion, extra income. And the 5 to 9 sometimes is a thing. We're more passionate about studying, learning, educating ourselves on, getting all the yum yum on it, just soaking it up. I do feel like, and Elizabeth, this isn't just for you, it's for anybody listening over the next 5 years. And I'm channeling this. This just in, downloads happening. Um, over the next 5 years, we're going to see a rapid increase in the number of healing and healing arts and the type of healing that's going on. We are going to notice an increase in the type of energies that people are working with to help heal others and help them understand what's going on in the world today. And as the world goes on, those energies will increase, not only for those doing it, but for those who have been doing it also. We are going to see that when people are playing with energy, when they're putting it and using it, everybody or most people are going to be able to see that energy with their physicalness, with their physicality, with the eyes, and they're going to feel it more intently. The heavy energies that have been surrounding them, the heavy energies that are around them, are going to start to dissipate, dissolve, and they are going to be in a space where they have the ability to feel any and all energy in an increasing rate and in an increasing amount. Alrighty. And there's that. And there is that. So if you're thinking about getting into the healing arts, I feel like that is not only you, Elizabeth, but everybody. That's a really good uh, thing to get into, especially energy. I am getting somebody, at least one, and I'm going to say several people are going to be getting downloads or dreams, and dreams can sometimes be downloads of healing work they could do and possibly should do. They're going to be getting visions and feelings and knowings of how to do new modalities of healing work. We're going into a time where energy is almost going to be the new, I don't want to say currency, because not in the way that we would think, but it is going to be, well, it's a current, energetic current. We're just going to understand the idea of energy and energetic planes and how they work in such a stronger way. Okay, we're going to have a knowing of that. Now I'm going to say something here. Now, on the other one, I think Kate said she wouldn't move to Sedona because of the traffic. And there are places that in the past I really loved, but I wouldn't go there now. Um, and to live. Um, and some of them I may not even have, like, I don't feel that thing to visit them. It's all about your frequency and your energy in comparison to that energy. So people who have always loved, let's say, New York has this energy that is very unique. And although that energy has changed a lot, people, when you talk about New York, there's just this energy there. And most people in New York, or even like on that part of the East Coast, will have that frequency, that energy. Now, if we go to the other coast of California, there's a completely different energy. New York is like, let's go, come on, get it, baby. What's going on? Let's go. And you go to the West Coast, California, and you're going to feel this, yeah, let's get it. But it's more of a slick, like not as rushed energy, if you get my drift. If you go to, let's just say, I'm just going to use Arizona, and being a little bit sarcastic here in this comparison. It's going to be the kumbaya energy, or the, hey, don't worry, we're not in a big, not exactly, but that's the, when I've been to Arizona, that's kind of the feeling I get, like the parts I've been to. Um, the other thing is, if you go to certain so if you feel like, I wouldn't want to be in this area, or this isn't the best area, uh, that's because it's just not your frequency anymore. It's no longer the energy you're in. It's no longer that vibe that you're carrying, and there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with being in it. There are people that live in California that never want to leave it. They will live and breathe California forever. That's awesome. And then there are people, in other areas, like, let's just New York, same thing. That's their identity. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. That's their identity. And that's good. That's their free. I want you to compare it in frequencies. I want you guys to start doing something. Start looking at every single thing. And again, channeling coming through. Start looking at every single thing as a frequency, an energy, a vibration, and have a chart for yourself, not for anybody else, just for you. Like, this is, create a chart that's a 1 through 10, or 1 through 100. 1 through 10 to start off with is much easier. When you walk through the doors, or pull into a driveway or parking lot of something, check in with how it feels, because we are on a feeling plane. And we want to really pay attention to how things feel for us. When we walk in someplace, does it feel good? Does it feel empowering? Does it feel light? Or do we feel a bit of a heaviness with it? Now, I always use this example. I'm going to use it once again. If you walk into a club, a really good club on a Saturday night, and from a block away you hear that bass booming, boom, boom, boom. Even doing that just makes me happy, right? That bass always gets us. That bass, oh, boom, boom. And it's a vibration. It literally moves. The bass will move the ground beneath you, and send that frequency up you. And clubs know what they're doing when they do that. Boom, 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 boom. That's why when certain music comes out and it has that really heavy bass, especially back in the day, they don't have bass in songs anymore. We need to bring the bass back. We really need to bring the bass back. It would hook us from the beginning. And I'm going to say it's the frequency. It's that vibration it sends through the body. But when you walk into a club, not like the clubs today where everybody's sitting sipping some high end whatever, acting pretentious, not that kind of club. The club where you're sweating because you danced your booty off and had fun and laughed with your peeps all night long. um, that type of thing. You walk in, you walk out a whole new different person. Okay. Now the opposite end of that is walking into, let's say, a funeral home or a cemetery, which we all try to avoid, right? We don't we drive by one and we feel it. We're like, "Oh," all of a sudden I feel like, "Oh," and we look in there, we're like, "Oh, yeah, that explains it." And we hit the gas a little bit more, right? Because there's this energy that emits from it because there's been so much sadness happening there, right? From now on, whenever you walk into a place, whatever you're doing, wherever you go, check in. Take that moment to be conscious about how it makes you feel. Now, I can walk into I'm just going to use Target, or you can use Walmart, Target, whatever place you would walk into. Let's use a food place, whatever food place you walk into. If you're in certain parts, it will be Publix, it will be Kroger, it will be whatever it is, right? I don't know all the food places, every place. If you walk in and you don't feel better, do not get your food there because the food is going to carry that frequency. Do not get your clothes there because what you're putting on your body is going to carry that frequency. Now, I will say this, the food place that you go to, they have them typically, unless they're an independent chain, there are probably a number of them in your city. And I'm going to use Walmart. A Walmart in one area will have the frequency of that area. A Walmart in a completely different area, like let's say a suburb, the urban Walmart to the suburban Walmart are going to carry two completely different energies. You choose which one feels good to you, which one carries that frequency that lifts you up. That's where you get your food, that's where you get your products you use on your whatever. Okay, you have to feel it. Any place you go into, feel it. If it doesn't make you feel better, that's not your frequency. Again, relocating, feel it. If it doesn't make you feel Hmm. Ah, that's not your place. It's not for you. That's okay. Find another place. You will feel it. Eventually, you will feel it. Hey, Vicky, on Podbean. You guys, I am on Podbean. So if you want to join on Podbean, you can. And for tomorrow, for the book club, if you join on Podbean, you can discuss your answers. But if you're joining on YouTube, you can just put your answers or your feelings in the chat. Okay. Mina says, "Hi Tony, does my mother Mary Jane have a message for me? She has been on my mind lately." Yeah, she's trying to tell you. I hear that song. It's like a reggae song. Get up, stand up for your rights. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something. You might think I don't even listen to music in the car any longer because I don't want the music I'm listening to be like, oh, I just heard this song this morning. It's going to be on the show. And I love, 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 love music. I am a, to my core, I love music. But it's so crazy to me that as I'm singing these songs, that many words come out because I wouldn't on any other thing. I probably would not even be able to get the song. Okay. Um, so Mina, what I would say, she wants you to. That's she's saying that's the message. That's the whole message. Is that song? Okay, Heather, can you connect with my Aunt Sandy and see what she has to say about Lily and what's going on with her? Or do I need to do anything else to prepare for upcoming week? Okay, the first thing I hear is a chat. I don't even know if I should say this. Yes, chat, chastity belt. I'm not saying that anything is going on right now. Prepare her for, and then I hear the song RESPCT, find out what it means to me. Don't let her escape into something or someone else. You know what Lily is really good at? This is the message I'm getting. If she, you teaching her doesn't work, but her teaching you will work. So if you literally say to Lily, hey, listen, I need to start getting into physical shape. Let's start like every, Saturday, let's jog. Let's, will you help me do? She would be all on that. Um, or even at the gym, like, let's work out, be my whatever, however it would be. She needs to get into something very, very physical before she gets into something very, very physical. I'm just giving the messages, folks. I'm not saying she's there now because I'm not even looking at that. I'm saying um, sometimes when things go on, we escape. And she's at that age. It's not even an escape. She's just at that age. She's just, it's so romantic. It's so fun. It's so, you know what I mean? It's at that age. It's all like fairy tales and unicorns. I don't know. It's all new and fresh and dot dot dot, and we can get swept into it. So get her very involved in some other things. I keep getting to. I don't know why, um, Heather. I keep seeing a farm setting for her. Very physical farm type of thing. And every time that is what I see for her, love. I hope that's helpful, my friend. I hope it is. Do you see me land a job at any of these companies? NNC, Stater, Labs. I feel like there's another company. These companies aren't hitting for right now. Maybe in 6 months it might happen, but there's another company. It's you might find out about it when they say tomorrow. It doesn't literally mean tomorrow, but I'd start looking today and tomorrow. I feel like you need to keep your eyes open because there's something coming in with one of these other companies. It's going to be very strong and very good. A different company than these, and you're going to have a really good beneficial. It's going to be very beneficial or benefits and a good future with the company you're going to find today or tomorrow or this week. Let's just say this week. The interview process is going to go very well. You're going to love it. It's going to be very smooth because it's kind of meant to be. If you try to get with one of these companies, it'll be like pushing against water. um, so please keep your eyes open. I feel like there's another one coming in that's going to be so much better for you, love. Okay. Um, okay. Hey, Lolly. Hi, Sal. Sal says Tony's book club is a new, the new Oprah. Love that, Sal. Yeah, thank you, Heather. Okay. Oops, I lost my place. Go. Let's go back a little bit. Olga, Grand Illusion. Okay, I think I've read some of these. Oh, Erin says I've been listening to Sticks all weekend, so we know who that is for. Um, uh, and you can go back and re-listen to the show if you missed part of it, you guys. Uh, I'm looking for the next question. I see me moving by myself or with someone. Do you see me moving by myself or with someone for someone? Not with someone, maybe for yourself. Will she be going there because of some? No, I think you're going to go when you relocate. It'll be something that is so strong in you that you're just ready for it. It doesn't matter. And as a matter of fact, sometimes I'm going to tell you this, when you're supposed to relocate, you, sometimes if you're in alignment with relocating and you want to relocate, that'll be a time when one of two things will happen. Somebody will come in to test you or keep you where you are, or no one will come in so that you don't relocate. So let's just say you're supposed to relocate. You won't meet anyone until after you relocate so that you can relocate. But if you're not sure, someone will come in and be that test person to kind of push you into that. So those are two that's been some an experience that many people have had. Okay. Um, hey Rebecca. Um, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. KS wants to know any love in future, been alone for decades, in 80s, told I'd be married by mm, okay. She was told in the 80s she'd be married by somebody and rest in peace that person. Here's what I'm going to say. Um the first thing I hear is that song Love is in the air everywhere. I think you need to get into a new environment, KS, and when you're in a new environment, you have the potential to meet somebody, but I feel like you're going to meet somebody in a group thing. Like I see a lot of people sitting at they're like, what are these tables? You know, the round tables with the benches and they're all attached and they're kind of metal, like a big I do feel like it is indoor, KS. Even though typically we see these tables outdoors, maybe it is outdoors, I don't know. But it's at like a place where there's people and it's outside of your home obviously, but it is at maybe at an event, maybe like with okay. So you know how I'm not telling you to go to the zoo because I'm not convinced it's the zoo per se. But you know how the zoo has like events going on throughout the season? Um, it it's something like that. It's an outdoor thing with a lot that is an event. I feel like KS, but you have to get out and go. And I feel like it is once you change environments, it's something in the neighborhood. But KS, you also, the bigger thing I'm hearing is there's a fear with letting someone in. You may not feel completely safe letting another person in. And let's do this. Anything stopping or blocking us from being with a healthy, loving person, let's heal, clear, release that. Anything stopping or blocking healthy, loving relationships, let's heal, clear, release, and pull that. Anything stopping, blocking, interfering with me being healthy enough for a loving, healthy partner, let's heal, clear, release that. Because we want, everybody wants love. Not everybody feels safe. Any wounds, any heartache, any pain that is stopping or blocking us from allowing love in, let's heal, clear, release that. And this, you guys, is about, the 1 hour mark of the show. So if you want to come back, you may need to listen to this once. Not only one thing happens in our life, sometimes we have to listen to it a couple of times. I love you all so very much. Thank you for being on the journey. Thank you for flowing in this energy with all of us. Until tomorrow, I'll be back. I'll be back Wednesday. I will be back Wednesday at 7 p.m. to answer questions. Otherwise, tomorrow at noon Central for the book club. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of the day. Sending you all my love.